Hey everyone. Today we'll take a look at both the bright and dark sides of the club. In this video, 5 facts that make Barça great and 5 facts that drag it down. Don't jump to conclusions. Some of them will definitely surprise you. Let's start with the bright side. Barcelona is the first team in Europe to win every single trophy they competed for. The Catalan club of 2009 collected 6 out of 6 possible titles in just one season. They won La Liga, Copa del Rey, the Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup, and the Spanish Super Cup. They were the very first to ever do it. Later, Bayern managed to repeat this achievement, and PSG came close recently, but they lost the Club World Cup. Barcelona was the only team without sponsor logos on their shirts until 2005. The club kept refusing sponsorships, saying it was all about principles. But eventually, those principles started to change. The first logo that appeared on a Barça shirt was UNICEF. But here's the twist. They didn't pay Barça, it was the other way around. By agreement, the club donated 1.5 million euros every year to the foundation. Barcelona is one of the 3 founding clubs that have never been relegated from the top division. Since 1929, when La Liga was created, Barça, Real Madrid, and Athletic Bilbao have never dropped down a level. Surprising, right? Especially when you notice Atletico Madrid is not on that list. But should that really surprise us? Just like the fact that in 2009, Barça became the first Spanish club to win the treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Champions League, and then repeated the same in 2015. No one else in Europe has ever managed to do it twice. Do you remember the Ballon d'Or in 2010? The final 3 candidates were Iniesta, Messi, and Xavi. All of them came from La Masia, Barca's academy. Barcelona is the only club in history with such an achievement. Never again has one team had all 3 finalists for the Ballon d'Or come through their own academy. And now, let's move on to the dark side. 5 facts that drag Barcelona down. Financial collapse. The coronavirus hit every club, but Barcelona felt the blow harder than anyone. During the pause, revenues dropped while expenses kept growing. For example, the planned renovation of Camp Nou had already begun. By 2023, the club's debt had reached a staggering $1.35 billion. This created a chain of problems that the club is still struggling with to this day. The Negreira case. I'm sure many of you have heard about this scandal. In 2023, Barcelona was accused of corruption. The accusation stated that from 2001 to 2018, the club had been making payments to the former vice president of Spain's refereeing committee. However, it's important to note that, as of now, no legal guilt has been proven. We all remember a few matches with questionable refereeing, but we'll leave that judgment to you in the comments. Parting with legends. Every club eventually has to say goodbye to its stars, but lately Barcelona has been handling it worse than anyone. Messi's departure was painful, but at least the club gave him the honors he deserved. Still, it was a forced decision, since Barca simply couldn't afford his contract during the financial crisis. In fact, Barcelona still owes Messi 52 million euros in unpaid wages. But not all legends got even that kind of farewell. In recent years, the club has been pushing players out the back door. Take Luis Suarez, for example. According to Spanish media, he was told to either find a new club or spend the season in the stands. He left, joined Atletico Madrid, and immediately helped them win La Liga. This year, André ter Stegen was reportedly pressured in the same way, only through the media. Barcelona has friendly outlets that spread the club's preferred narrative, creating pressure on players to leave. Last year it was Frenkie de Jong, this year ter Stegen. In our eyes, this behavior does not honor the club. Financial manipulations. Over the past 2 years, these stories have been appearing around Barcelona more and more often, and that certainly doesn't help its reputation. Selling off assets, manipulating numbers, all of this has turned into a meme. Laporta's levers. To be fair, these steps were necessary, but were they really the only option? But we acknowledge the greatness of the club and want the facts from the bright side to outweigh the dark ones. Moreover, almost all the negative facts are events from the last 5 years, which are the result of the club's financial crisis. But this is just our opinion, so whether to add the 5th fact or not is up to you.